My name is Patricia Fernandez Pacheco. I'm the UN Women Country Representative in Nepal. And the topic for this year's 16 Days of Activism to eliminate gender-based violence is Unite, Invest to Prevent Violence Against Women and Girls. We know that investing in gender-based violence is not an expense, it's not a cost for a society, it's indeed a way to ensure that all the talent that is available within a society, that half of the population is there, is ready to support, can be actually used. And every financial commitment on gender-based violence, it's important, but still what we see globally and also in Nepal is that it's still very, very limited. The campaign therefore calls for an increased investment in eradicating violence against women, investment of course from the government side, but also from all parties in our society, from civil society organizations, from women's organizations and to women's organizations, investments and more conversations that involve private sector, young people, media. This is so important. This is a problem that is a whole of a society, not just for women and girls. We really need to continue to join forces and to think about how to invest in the smartest way possible to eliminate this by 2030, and this is part of the goals that we have set for ourselves as humanity. We are calling also to invest in prevention, not only in the response. We feel that a lot has to do with those gender stereotypes that sustain, that justify, that make violence against women invisible and tolerated by a society. And we do know after many years what are some of the things that work, where we should be investing. We definitely need to continue investing in women's organizations' capacities. They are the first responders. They are the ones that very often times are able to support survivors, and that they are able also to work with the community in this kind of social transformation that is so needed. We really need to invest in better legislation that really protects women and that understand that women's rights are human rights. We need to also end impunity, invest in the prosecution of perpetrators, in access to justice that is robust and that generates this trust for survivors to really access that justice. Services for survivors, whether psychosocial, and also allow them to access income generation initiatives so that we know economic empowerment is a way to break this cycle of dependency. And also training for law enforcement officials, service providers in general, who oftentimes become also reproduce the victimization, no, when they're not providing the adequate responses. So we know many of these things work, but we need to continue and invest much more than ever in an accelerated manner. Thank you for joining this campaign, and we will continue working together until we ensure that this is a world free of violence for every woman and girl. Thank you so much.